I'm here because I've been campaigning against lockdowns pretty much since last late spring, after we supposedly just had those 3 weeks to flatten the curve. It's the first protest march I've been on. I'm double jabbed. I've had COVID. I want my freedoms back. And I think that's just how everyone here feels. A whole range of opinion across the spectrum, people with different backgrounds, different parts of the country, all wanting different things. But other than they want to be able to live their normal lives again. They've done everything right. They've obeyed all the rules. And they would like their freedoms back, and they want to return to the old normal. And I have a feeling that unless we demand it, we're not going to get it back. And it's time for people to speak up, and that's why I'm here. A lot of people are very angry with the media. I'm part of the media. I host a radio show, talkRADIO, every morning. We've been talking about this throughout. Very little coverage. A protest in Brazil will have 10 minutes on the BBC or Sky News, but a protest on the streets of London doesn't. They often only report when there's a couple of arrests at the end of the day, as opposed to all the normal people from normal homes who are just here to have their say. For a long time it was treated as if, it's just a bunch of nutters. Well, people wanting their freedom doesn't make people nutty. It makes people very sensible and very sane. They are basically trying to get our country back to normal and get our children's lives and our lives back to normal. And what they're doing is really important. And I think it's extraordinary the media has ignored it for so long. I don't know, and I think that's a really terrible answer for a citizen of democracy to ever think. Nothing would ever have made me think that we could have had our freedoms taken away from us. Told not to go to work, told not to hug our family members, not to leave our homes for 23 hours a day at one point. Told we can't dance at a wedding. I told our children have to wear masks all day in the classroom. I never thought that would happen, so I don't know what I can predict, but I know that it's in the hands of the people, and it should be taken out of the hands of the government. And as you can hear from the cheers right now, that's what we're going to do. I think what's really terrifying is a quote from Professor Neil Ferguson of Imperial College, who has led a lot of the absolutely hopelessly inaccurate modelling that led us into first lockdown, second and third. And he said we never thought we'd get away with it until China did it and then Italy did it. I think the idea that Western democracies would go against all established pandemic planning and guidance to follow what a totalitarian police state has done, I think is terrifying that they did that, and it's terrifying that after they knew how much damage it was doing, not just to the health of the nation, people not treated for cancer, the mental health problems we've seen, but to the social fabric, to the values that we hold dear in a democracy about freedom and about our choices to live our own lives without interference from the state. Once they knew that damage, to carry on doing it, I think we are in borderline criminal territory here. I don't think that's going too far. When the public inquiry happens, I hope it's not about, did we not lock down early enough? I hope it's about, should we have locked down at all? The evidence is on the side of the people who say lockdowns do more damage than anything they do to protect the nation.